Welcome to this coding session, and I will be implementing a string length function in C that is present in a string.h include file. So let us start with the code. So basic includes and I will say something like int str length and char star cons strict word or string simply. I think implementation way 1 implementation one. We'll start with something like int length is 0. So while null is not equal to string length, and I will return length part. This is the one way that we will iterate over this array of characters, and until we hit the null we will keep moving on. I can say something like and we will get the length of that string and trying to implement it. So my first name, I'm going to print the length of that string. Let me change the name to something like implementation 1. So I'll say printf length name is this is the implementation 1, and we're going to print the length of this first name. Let's Let's run the code. Length of first name is 6, so if our programming is getting correctly, and I can say that something like if string is equal to null, then a string return sorry 0. I can say something like null is equal to string, then return -1, because string can be of 0 length. String can never be of 0 length, because even an empty string has a null character at the end, so it is always going to be of a length 1 or length 0 if we are not including the null byte. But so in the case of if string reference is null, then we can say that it is length is -1, that is the string that you have given us to calculate the length is invalid. This is second implementation that we are going to do. We'll say something like if null is equal to char star I can say something like while iterator is not equal to then keep moving and return maybe we need to include this header file size t char iterator minus string so we keep moving one character at a time forward until we hit this null value then we subtract the memory locations. This gives us the difference of the number of difference in the pointers and we return that pointer, and we returns pointer diff underscore t type, that is the long integer. We convert it back to the size t so that it remains an integer, and then we use that to run this. Invalid operands to binary. Implicit declaration of function string implement to. Did you mean string impt underscore 2? So what it is saying that I have fixed this issue. So we need to get rid of add minus, subtract -1 from this, because to remove the length of that null value. Okay, so this is the second implementation for length of the string. These are two implementations that I can think of right now. Okay, with this coding session ends, and see you in the next video.